Hey, what's going on, guys? I am sick of the car market right now. I'm sick of car dealerships. I'm coming after you. I'm exploiting you. Let's talk about it. Let me share with you guys what I'm seeing and what I predict will happen. So I've been looking for a lot of different cars. I've called Honda dealerships, Toyota dealerships, Dodge dealerships, Chevy dealerships. Right now, it is nuts, guys. And I want to make one clarification. This is not directed to any sales rep at an auto dealership. You guys are doing what you're told. You're making a livelihood. You are just following orders. The problem, and the people I have issues with, are the ownerships of dealerships. And you guys are digging your own grave right now, and you don't even know it. I get it. Demand is at an all-time high. Production is an all-time low. There's not a lot of cars, but you guys are absolutely taking advantage of customers, and you're absolutely going to hurt your future sales because you're going to cause the manufacturers to change their tune and how they work with dealerships moving forward, and I can almost guarantee it. But after calling all those dealerships, I want to share with you guys a few nuggets that I have found. Not every dealership out there charges a markup. What they call them, market adjustment fees, or they will charge sticker price, and they'll charge a ridiculous amount of add-ons like nitrogen in your tires, packages that equal a market adjustment fee of $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000. So even if you find one at sticker, the best thing you can do when you call them, is this car available or coming in? Okay, great. Does it have a deposit on it? Yes or no? And third, what are you charging out the door for this car before taxes? And that's it. Are you charging a market adjustment fee? What are your dealer added accessories? Guys, I can't wait to throw this market adjustment fee right back in these dealerships' faces when the market goes down and car prices go down. I'm gonna say, nah, I wanted a market adjustment fee, and this is what you're gonna sell the car to me for. You took advantage of me the last year or two. I'm coming to take advantage of you. Now, I know that sounds harsh, but guys, I am telling you, it is insane what some people are doing and going through. Golf R's, very common to see 5, 10, as high as 20 grand over sticker that people are paying for it. And I have almost argued with some dealerships because I'm like, I'm not paying 20 grand over sticker for a Volkswagen. I get it if you need a car really bad, if it's your dream car, blah, 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 blah. If you want to pay a few $1,000s over, be upside down in the car, that is your choice. It is all our choices to do what we want to do. However, it is just insane what these dealerships are charging. Toyota, with the Supra, the GR86, Dodge right now. There are some dealerships out there that you can get cars for at lower prices. I found some Challengers recently under MSRP. I found a lot of Challengers and Chargers at MSRP, and I found a lot over. I found some Supras, basically the 2.0 model at sticker. I found one below sticker, and that's actually legit. I have found a 3.0 at sticker, but I would say the majority of what I found, not at sticker. I will say Honda Civic SIs have not found one at sticker, and I've probably called 40 plus dealerships. The Golf R, same thing. GTIs you can get at sticker, and actually you can get it below sticker. And if any of you are wanting any of these cars and you want to ask my opinion on what I've seen, hit me up, Instagram, leave a comment below. I'd be happy to help direct you to the dealerships because I've taken notes on a lot of them and who I have called and what I've gotten. But here's the thing that's tough. Dealerships, when you look on Auto Trader, when you look on CarMax, you're going to see the MSRP listed for the car. Some dealerships put their fee on it, $60,000 when it's the MSRP is 50 or 40. I actually appreciate that because I don't waste my time calling that dealership. But what 90% of dealerships are doing when they post it on Auto Trader or CarMax is they're posting it for MSRP. Then, just so you guys know, when you go to their website, anywhere if you see please call for price, you might as well bend over and take it because they're going to gouge you. That's exactly what that means, is they're going to charge you a lot of money for that car. But what a lot of them are doing is even their website will say MSRP, and you call them and they go, oh, we have a market adjustment fee. Or what I've seen, I actually prefer to deal with the dealerships in the middle of the country, Nebraska, Indiana, Iowa, Ohio, down to earth, good people, not playing games. In the state of Wisconsin, I found dealerships at sticker, but they want me to fly out there to get it. They say that's a state law, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I have bought a lot of cars where they FedEx me the paper, I ship the car. But what a lot of these dealerships are doing is you call them because you're seeing sticker on Auto Trader, you're seeing sticker on your website, then you call them and you're wasting time. But the reason the dealerships do it is so they can get you on the hook. They don't want to post their price and scare people away. They want the phones ringing because there's no cars. And I feel it's a waste of people's time, not only for the consumer, but also for the salespeople. I can hear it in the salespeople's voices when they say, yeah, this is a market adjustment. I say, look, man, it's just a Honda. It's a Honda Civic. It's a 190 horsepower car. Like, I'm not going to lose sleep over not getting a Honda Civic. I'm sorry, I'm just not. And these reps are just doing what they can. Now, one could argue, well, everybody's got to make a living, and I absolutely agree with that. And I agree that there's inflation right now. I paid in 2019 $33,000 for my Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. That same car today is probably $48,000. It was very basic, but if I go build that on Dodge's website, I'm probably $45,000 to $48,000. That's $12,000 to $15,000 more than what I paid for it just in 2019. So it's absolutely insane where inflation everything has gotten to. So I get it, there's inflation. But if you look at dealerships today, even though there's low inventory, they are making record profits. Guys, the sticker price that the manufacturer suggests is just a suggestion. I've gotten 10 grand off of sticker on my last 2 cars. And dealerships are still making that deal because they make money. It is true that dealerships right now are paying more for trade-ins, and that's a good thing. That actually helps equal out somewhat. However, what I can't stand is dealerships that are just trying to get their phones to ring, trying to get you to call them, and you're just getting the runaround on price. Or what I found is if I find those dealerships that I like in the middle of the country, they want to sell them to local residents and they don't want to sell them to somebody out of state. And I get that to a certain extent, but why are they just making it so hard to buy a car? And I can guarantee you that the big manufacturers are looking at this and they're pissed off because some cars are sitting on lots for months and months and months. You know, I've sold a car recently and it's still sitting on that dealership's lot. You know, I got a pretty good price for it, but they jacked it up another $6 grand from what they paid me, $7 grand. It's still sitting there and it's still going to sit there. They are charging more for used cars than what they're charging for new cars. And it's just absolutely insane. But what I found is, if I find a dealership that sells it at sticker, if I find one of these dealers in the middle of the country who I like to deal with because there's no games, there's no BS. In fact, I actually don't even call any dealers in California. I'm sorry. I have a lot of issues with that state, and I have not found a lot of dealerships at all in California that I could say are charging sticker. I'm sure they're out there. There's a lot of dealerships. I don't have time to call all of them, and it's not been that great. But I'm sure there's good ones out there. But it's really hard when I find a dealership that I want to buy a car from. I am committed to buying a car from. I want to buy it, and they go, well, we're just going to sell it to local residents. These big manufacturers see the games that these auto dealerships are playing with consumers, and they do not like it. They want to produce more cars. You know, the dealerships want to sell more cars. That's the reality. They do, but we're dealing with a shortage. When you shut down the world for a couple months, it's going to take years to get that production back up to where it was. And I get that, I understand that. But what you've seen with Ford with their EV sales is they're eventually, and I think they've already announced it, you are going to order an EV straight from Ford's website, and that is the price that you pay. I've seen threats from Chevy, I've seen threats from Dodge, I've seen threats from Ford about not getting enough allocations when there's new ones available because these dealerships are just absolutely charging out the nose for some of these cars. And so it's ultimately gonna backfire. And frankly, these dealerships will just serve as a service center. Maybe, you know, you can buy used cars from them. So I guarantee you that the major manufacturers are gonna take the power back, take the power away from the dealership. Sure, buy a used car there. Sure, service your car there. But when it comes to ordering a new car, you're going to do it directly with that manufacturer on the website, and you're going to pay the price that they ask, and that is going to be it. They're going to treat it like a product. This whole gouging, you know, it's really what's got car dealerships in the past just bad reputations, just in general. It's just shady salesmanship. And I've seen, you know, other YouTubers say, you know, have issues where, hey, if you donate to this charity, sure, we'll sell you the car. There's just so many crazy different things and games that they're playing, making people pay for cars before they even arrive to the dealership. Crazy. But what I can tell you, the market is cooling off. Dealerships are not selling their cars as fast as they want to. Everybody's afraid of a recession because everything points to that coming. Auto interest rates, for an example, on my Camaro, on a 7-year loan, I had a 2.99% interest rate on it. The best interest rate I can get from that same credit union now is a 3.74, which is still great. However, with prices still remaining high, interest rates remaining high, it's gonna pop, and we need to take the power back from these dealerships. We need to hold our ground. We need to not pay these insane markups. And if you guys are one of those people that are paying 20 grand over sticker, 10 grand over sticker, you guys can do that. That is your business. However, you're enabling these dealerships to think that it's okay and there's another sucker that can come along, because what I find a lot of times, you have to dig to get through the BS of what they're actually charging us for. So guys, take my advice. If you want a car, wait for it. Allocations are going to happen. There's ways you can find cars. It is not a great time to buy cars. I will still probably buy one, but I'm going to do it very calculated in how I do it and make sure that I'm good for my situation. But guys, if you pay 5 grand over sticker, if you are factoring in taxes, and just by the way, banks will only loan up to a certain percentage above the MSRP or what the car is worth, even at new. So yeah, maybe you're putting 5 grand down or 10 grand down or 15 cash. You still might have trouble financing these cars. Obviously the dealership will find some shady way to finance you at a higher interest rate. But at the end of the day, guys, we can take the power back and we can say no. And when this market turns, let's say you're someone who doesn't have the money and you just needed that car bad. When this market turns, you guys are going to take it in the shorts, because that 5-10 grand that you paid over sticker, you're going to find when the market turns, you are probably 15 grand into negative equity on your car, and you're going to put yourself in a terrible situation. It's just a cyclical process that everything goes in. But guys, if you want a certain car, if you're interested in some of the brands I mentioned, I can give you some leads on what I've found out. If you guys have any tips or tricks, if you guys have seen anything else from dealerships, I am not saying all are bad. There are some good ones out there. I get it. But the vast majority of them are charging these fees or these dealer added accessories. Who needs nitrogen in their tires? And what is that worth? I was talking to a Toyota dealership. They put like 1/4 of a strip on a Supra hood. And at the end of the day, between them installing it and what you paid for it from Toyota, it's like $1,300. I did the entire front half of my car, Camaro, for like $1,700. So it's just a tough time, guys. Be patient. If you can't be patient, pay what you're willing to pay. But just know this whole thing is going to turn around, and I am starting to see prices ease, and we can help turn the tides on these dealerships. I'm Moss with Gone in 60. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave some of the shenanigans you've seen down in the video below. We'll catch you on the next video.